mentally or mentally ill, but she's a liar. I'm not internationally.
Welcome, classic rock fans, to another episode of Classic Song Review, where classic songs are excavated and explored. For today's episode, I'd like to look at the song Forever Autumn, of course, mainly, and quite rightly so, associated with Justin Hayward. But the song was written in 1969 by Jeff Wayne, Gary Osborne and Paul Vigras, and it was actually originally used, or certainly the melody, I think, was used for a Lego commercial. However, I think it was Osborne and Vigras who went on to record the song as we now know it for their 1972 album, Cues. You can actually hear the original song, of course, if you go on YouTube and do a search for Forever Autumn, the original. The associations, of course, with War of the Worlds came when Wayne was looking to create a musical for the famous H.G. Wells novel, and he wanted a song that sounded like Forever Autumn. Of course, he eventually decided to actually just use the song Forever Autumn, and he phones Justin Hayward, wanting the voice on Nights in White Satin to sing this song. Justin Hayward's voice, of course, has got it's got kind of a melancholic refrain to it that matches this song absolutely beautifully. Subsequently, the song was recorded at Advision Studios in 1976. I think it reached about number 5 in the UK singles charts in 1978. As regards the song, I'm just going to think of it as a song in isolation, kind of divorced a little bit from the musical. Obviously, the title is Forever Autumn. Autumn is often seen as a kind of a symbol of something ending. It has sort of deathly connotations to it, if you like. We often hear the phrase, one is in the autumn of one's life. And this sentiment of loss, I think, is expressed beautifully in the opening line. The summer sun is fading as the year grows old. And of course, the summer sun here can be seen as kind of a metaphor for love and warmth. And uncertainty, of course, is also encapsulated beautifully in the lines, and darker days are drawing near. It has a kind of a very ominous feel to it. The winter winds will be much colder now you're not here. The image of being outside of something, of being left behind, with the lines like, I watch birds fly south across the autumn sky, and one by one they disappear. I wish that I was flying with them. The need to escape or to get away from this kind of isolation or loneliness. And then we get a couple of similes, beautiful similes that work so well. Like a song through the trees, you came to love me. Like a leaf on the breeze, you blew away. The similes, of course, express not only loss, but a sense of transience. A transience of our lives and love, all wrapped in the conceit, of course, of the passing year. A conceit, of course, which drives the song. I personally like the last verse, really, which begins, through autumn's golden gown we used to kick our way. The past tense is poignant here, but also the beautiful metaphor of autumn's golden gown, this personification of autumn, perhaps reminiscent of Keats's ode to autumn. But the line that's interesting, of course, is we switch in mood in a way of somebody looking back to happier times. He says, you always loved this time of year. Again, we've got the past tense, the verb loved. But it's an explicit image of autumn as something beautiful when associated with very warm memories, as opposed to being seen as the end of something, the end of summer and the approaching winter. And then, of course, we get the line, those falling leaves lie undisturbed. Now, this is a scene bereft of humanity in many respects, bereft of love. A very melancholic refrain, once more emphasising loneliness. And then we get the line, because you're not here, and then we move into the two similes again. Of course, this is accompanied, of course, of beautiful, beautiful instrumentation. This is Forever Autumn, without a doubt, is one of my favourite songs of all time, and I think it's one of the ones that has to go on my list of possible funeral songs. Anyway, thank you for watching. You've been watching an episode of Classic Song Review. Please click like, subscribe, but more importantly, please do keep listening.